welcome back, you lovely lot. Today we're going to be using Moyra, and we are going to be using our grey, metal silver, magic extension. So that's the extension powder that's got a shimmer going through it. It is gorgeous. We're going to be using a little bit of that. We're going to be using their white. I use that in the marble. We're going to be using Sparkle Supplies UK Holo Graphite. I think it's called Graphite. It's a fine graphite grey hollow. Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm going to come in with it in a second. And they're super holographic flakes. So let's talk nails. I've put a really thin layer of the grey underneath before coming in with this beautiful hollow super fine from Sparkle Supplies UK. I do have a discount code guide for 15% off. I will pop that up in a sec. I'm just going to talk to you about this nail. Okay, it's going to be a textured nail, all right, which means I will sugar it at the end with this beautiful glitter. However, if this was on a real person, I would put a layer of the glitter on underneath, so if it's caught, catches, chips, it would still show the glitter. Now, how do I apply it? I come in with small beads. They are wet. This makes it easy for me to move around, and I tap, 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 tap. Go right around that C curve. Make sure it's nice and flat. If I was to pop this on and brush it down, I would drag it away from where I want it. And I want full coverage of this, but also by tapping it this way, it means it moves easily and gives me a nice thin but opaque coverage. So once that's nice and flat, I will leave that to set, and then I'm going to come in with a extended nail bed with this magic extension. So I'll pop that bead on, and the first thing I will do is, with my brush at a 45-degree angle, guys, I'm going to feather back the back of that bead towards the cuticle area, and that's so that I don't get any shadowing with my second bead. I don't want any harsh lines or anything like that. Then, as you can see, it starts to set up. This extension powder is brilliant for nail beds. Some of them take quite a while to start to set, and it becomes sticky and sticks to your brush. This doesn't. You can see it doesn't, and it's manoeuvring lovely. I'm using the belly of my brush to push it from side to side, get it into shape, and then smooth it around the top with the tip. Coming in with that second bead, guys. I'm going to tuck that in at the cuticle, tuck that in, making sure my brush is between the skin and the product, and then feather it down. Tuck, 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 and then drag it down, and then blend that into the front bead. Check it's not interfering with that shape. Sweep it round, belly in my brush. That's where your power is, guys. Nice and flat. Happy with that. I'm smoothing down the front of that bead, leaving the back where it is now. I'm concentrating on the middle of that towards the end of that, and making sure that's how I want it. I'm going to leave that to set again, and then I'm coming in on the middle finger. So this is the owl grey from Moyra. I'm going to tuck that in and then sweep it down. Go from the middle to the right, and then from the middle to the left. I always work this way. If you find a way that works, if you do it again and again and again, all your nails will be uniform, guys. It makes sure it's nice and thin. I'm tucked in lovely on the cuticle and the side walls, and if you can see, I'm doing it at an angle, so I'm coming up slightly on the left, and that's because I'm going to have a bit of a clear tip here. Okay, so I'm going to put it over the nail bed area, and then I'm going to come in with some of that graphite hollow in super fine, and I'm just going to tap, 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 exactly the same as I did before. I pick it up with a clear bead of acrylic, but slightly wetter than usual because I want to be able to move that around. Tap, tap, tap. If I was to pull it and, you know, brush it, I would just move it. You put it down and then you just move it. That's not what I want. I want it in place. I want a solid colour. Then I'm going to come in with some of those super holographic flakes. These are gorgeous. Now, I don't want to cover up what I've got. Okay, I just want a sprinkling over the top. So I pick up a really small bead of clear acrylic, dip it into that raw flakes, and again just add a little bit to the nail. Can always come in with some more, but I don't want to cover up what we've already done. And then I'm just going to fade it up that clear tip so that we can keep that clear. Tap it into place as that's setting up so it's nice and flat. Heading back over to the ring finger, I've filed that into place with a brand new 150 file. Then I'm coming in with the owl grey. I'm going to nudge that up the side just with the tip of my brush. I'm not going to shove my brush in there so it parts my bristles and it all gets clogged inside. Just the very tip, look. Gently nudge it into place. I'm going to do that on one side, then the other. Very gently tap, tap, tap. Just smooth that out. Then I'm going to come in with another bead and pop that at the top of that nail. Now Moyra colours are design powders, guys, so I do need to clear cap this. So here I am with my final bead just to pop it on the tip. I have used nail bed tips and then popped on tapered square tips from the Glitter Planet. Moving on to the final finger, the pointer, I have gone in and done the nail bed exactly the same way that I did the owl grey on the middle finger. Popped it down the area, round the cuticle and then slightly up on the left. And then I'm going to marble. Okay, so I'm going to marble here, going in with owl grey, metal silver, white from Moyra. And I'm doing this really, really gently, really careful. I've got quite a big C curve here, guys, so you can see me twisting the finger, making sure I'm going round one way, round the other. Then what I do is I come in with metal silver on that last third of the nail, put a covering of that down. Then I'm going to go in with, I'm going to build up 3 of them. I'm going to put metal silver down. Then I'm going to go in with that Holo Graphite, beautiful, super fine. Again, just a sprinkling over the top so I can still see that metal silver underneath. Then over that, the super holographic flakes. Then, guys, what I'm going to do is make sure that's nice and flat, everything's exactly where I want it. I will then clear cap all these nails, file and buff them into shape. Sparkle Supplies UK Holo Graphite. I'm going to go in with Time to Shine Top Coat from CJP. And we're going to texture this little finger. So I'm going to put a generous coating of Time to Shine on. Now, we'll double cure this, guys. I want to make sure that this is cured all the way through that glitter. Then what I'll do is pick up the tray, make sure that catches it. Not going to waste any of this, baby. I'm going to sprinkle that all over, tap off any excess, get that in the lamp. Take it out the lamp and clean up that nail with a nail brush. Then it's time to top coat the rest of these nails. This is where the whole design comes to life. Guys, we are getting towards the end of the video, so I would like to take this opportunity to thank you so much for watching. As always, there's a clip at the end for you to see the design in full, and anything used today is down below in the description box. Go check that out. As always, if you have enjoyed this video, would you mind taking a moment and hitting that thumbs up? Please like and share with all your friends. And if you're not subscribed already, I would absolutely love it if you would. Until next time, bye.